Hello family and welcome to Kami Ideas. If you are new here, I say welcome. It's been a while, right? In today's video, I have nothing but just good news for you, okay? In some previous months and weeks and days ago, there was news all over the place that the government was not going to employ government workers this year and nurses, which are part, okay, because you are government workers, and they were not going to be employed this year due to the fact that our economy is having issues. Okay, we are in crisis, we are broke. Ghanaian economy is broke, so they have enough funds to finance the public health employment. You get it? So there was an embargo, like there was a hold on postings for the year 2023, which we were all disturbed and not happy about. Because looking at how nursing is, you go to nursing school, finish, and you are sitting in the house for years without employment. And our job is not like any other thing. You can just switch to a different profession, unless of course you are doing something, you are selling something, or you are starting up your own business to do something. Okay, so it was like a bit of concern to all of us who are working, and we also need helping hands because we need a lot of staff in the facilities. But this is the case, the government is saying that I don't have enough funds or money to cater for your salary. It's either you work for the government for free or whichever way. And it was not a pleasant news at all. But I just woke up today to hear good news. Like, I'm so happy today because of what has been announced, and I couldn't hold my joy than to just find time today to come and tell you what it is. Okay, yeah. So a meeting was held, okay, with the heads of various organizations, the nurses and Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association, Ministry of Health, and they came to a consensus that they were going to post some batches of nurses. And I'm so glad. We can't wait to welcome you to the various hospitals. Okay, so the 2019 batch of the nurse assistant clinical and the nurse assistant preventive, that's the 2 years nursing program courses, those who completed in 2019 are still at home, and it's really pathetic. So if 2019 batch is still at home, 2020 is at home, 2021 is at home, 2022 plus 2023, so you can imagine. So these people are still at, this group of nurses are still at home, and you watch on news, they are demonstrating and crying everywhere for them to be posted, and it's so pathetic. Okay, I feel their pain, and I know how it feels like to just go through that process. Okay, so this the good news for the year 2023. And in my previous video, when I spoke about government saying there will not be any permanent postings for public health workers this year, I said let's all keep trusting and praying to God. Anything can happen. Maybe before the year even ends, there might even be a posting for them or us, and this is exactly what is happening. Okay, so God being so good, and to the glory of God, the 2019 batch of the 2 years nursing program are going to be posted by this March. And that's not all. The diploma and the degree nurses too who referred in 2019 are also expected to start work by March. Okay, so when I talk about referral, what it means is that those who wrote in that particular year, like if you finish your nursing program, maybe at the end of your 4 years, your 3 years, or your 2 years, you write a licensing examination. It's after you pass the exam that you are given the license to practice as a nurse. Okay, so if you write that licensing examination and you don't pass the first try, you have to write it again until you pass, okay, before you are given the license to practice as a nurse. So unfortunately, on the part of the 2019 degree and diploma nurses who referred or couldn't pass in the first sitting, were not able to be posted with their friends, or they were not posted with their colleagues. Okay, and they are also so they've been home for some time now. Okay, so they are also expected to start work by March, and this is good news because it's not a pleasant thing at all to refer in your final exam. I haven't had such an experience with regards to exams like that in my life. But then I've had situations where I wasn't successful in doing something for the first time, and I had to retry and retry till I was successful. And it's not a pleasant thing at all. And when it even comes to nursing school, you refer, and then your colleagues that you completed with, they are ahead of you, like they are going and you are behind. Meanwhile, you all struggle through school together. And it's not a nice experience at all. They are home, they are not posted. Most of them are finding it very hard to cope with this. You can imagine how the economy is. Look at what's happening these days, and you are home. You, after your so many years of schooling, you come back to come enjoy your mom and dad, who are expecting you to at least be working and then be bringing something home, and you are now like more or less like a burden on them. There are some people that are from good homes, they don't really feel the heat of being in the house. Others who are into other businesses that they are comfortable with, and at least they are making money and they are comfortable. But there are others too who are not having these opportunities, and they have to just be sitting at home until when government will say we are posting you. Okay, so it's not easy. And upon hearing this, I was so glad at least a group of batches will be posted. I'm so happy hearing this and sharing this with you. At least if they are posted, those who are home, those who are doing their service, those who just completed, at least there is possibility that sooner than later there will also be good news for them as well. So upon hearing this good news, I know a lot of you are excited and you are happy, more than happy, to finally get your permanent postings and all that. I just have a word of advice for you, okay? As you are excited and you are expecting your postings and all that, try as much as possible to choose places that are affordable. Don't go and pick big cities that you just want to experience city life, because I know most of you that are home maybe probably might have saved. Those of you are doing something might have saved something up, okay? Because you'll be going to rent, you'll be renting, you'll be feeding yourselves. And then remember that when you start working, they don't pay you immediately. It can take up to 10 months, 11 months, 8 months before your salaries start coming. So when you start working permanently, and there is nothing like they'll be giving you something until your monies have been released. You will not be paid immediately you are employed. So that means you have a lot of financial cost to bear, okay? Renting, paying utility bills, you have to wear, like, take care of yourself, eat well, because you'll be running shifts like a full staff, okay? And no one is going to look at the fact that you are not being paid. No, those things, they don't even look into it, okay? So spend wisely, choose places that at least are affordable, okay? So you can, if you have families in the cities where maybe you can pitch somewhere and be working fine. And the last thing I want to say is that, you know, when things like this are announced, scammers have their schemes and their way of draining people of their money. So, okay, they will come with, we have special posting here, special posting to hospital of choice, region of choice, and all those things, and people be rushing and be paying big money. So at the end of the day, you are duped. So be very careful and make sure that whoever you are dealing with or whoever is offering you anything, you are pretty sure, very sure that you are on the right path. So save up your money, and whatever they post you, just accept it gladly, and God has a way of always coming for his children, okay? So this is what I have for you today. Stay blessed and see you in the next video. Bye.